Hey everybody, what's up? I'm in a Blitz arena and I missed my first game. So we are starting from a real low point in Blitz. 1291, lowest I've been in a long time, and I'll explain why. And it's because as I explained, if you've seen my other video from today, can't play this obviously, my other video from today on the full English, I tried changing my entire repertoire and giving up coffee. So I've made a couple of pots of coffee today, and hasn't worked out too well. So starting to play, for example, the English with the white pieces. That's not playable, is it? So I think I have to do this. And kind of going King's Indian and all that kind of stuff with the black pieces. So in this little mini speed run, what we've got going on here, I'm going to try the full English when I've got the white pieces. And when I've got the black pieces, I'm going to stick with my normal repertoire. Okay, so hopefully with some caffeine in the system, we'll be able to get some wins. Now my opponent's rated 1431 here. Alright, so you attack my queen, do you? Guess I can drop back here. It takes it out of the line of fire of this bishop. But then the knight might come in here as well. But with either of those squares I have the same issue. So do I drop back here? I'm not worried too much about this rook right now, but I would like to develop my queenside pieces pretty soon. Okay, they want to open up the long diagonal, I get it. Do I just allow that and then replace it with another pawn? I think I will. I can also get to my bishop now, so that if they take, I take back with the bishop. I think that makes sense. Alright, so let's see how we go. Starting from a career low, at least in recent times. Okay, is there a threat here? I can castle. I could also develop my knight and challenge this knight, which is undefended. So that'll be kind of forcing. If I take there, takes, queen takes, do I want my queen on this square or this square? Well, not this square. Hang on. No, it's not, it's this or this. So, yeah, I think knight here. No, because that allows this fork. So it's going to be knight here. And then recapture with the bishop, yeah? If he takes. CD, okay, this is okay. CD I can take with, I've got three options. Right, do we challenge the knight and tell it to get the hell out of here? I think we do. Now I can't push this because this bishop's undefended right now. I think you have to bugger off now, don't you? There you go, off you bugger. Right. How many attackers? 3 attackers on here, 3 defenders right now. So okay, I've got time to castle. Still, this bishop is the controlling feature. Now, my hunch is to get the rook the heck off this long diagonal. I can defend the bishop. Or I can play rook ad1. I think I'll defend the bishop. Gives me the option of this. I don't think black wants to trade off his dark squared bishop. Okay, a little bit behind on time. Let's squeeze this knight. If he goes to here, do I care? Now let's centralize. Yeah, Get the rook in line with the queen. Oh, there is the sun. Good, we were waiting for that. Right, now do I push the knight? There, knight here. Yep, that's fine. Oh, that pawn hangs. No, it doesn't hang. It's undefended, but there's still a b-pawn in the way. Right, come on then. Ideas of this. Maybe some kind of mating attack with the queen. Okay, that knight is now constrained. Do we push with the e-pawn? I think we do. Okay, you've traded off. Slightly surprised about that, because now my queen gets to dive in here unopposed. Yep, this pawn's now defended by my rook. My rooks are not paired though, so I've got to be a little bit careful. Okay, queen here. Is it premature? That doesn't work, he's got 3 attackers. Oh no, I can't dive in yet with the queen, of course. I think it's probably Harry time, isn't it? So I've had a massive breakfast. Loads of steak and liver. Okay. How to get in? I feel like I want to pair my rooks up anyway. Just solidify. Black doesn't have much to go on here. If I push here and he pushes, how do I take? I'll probably take with the c pawn and just block things off. Okay, what's he doing there? I'm just going to push a pawn, maybe get my king off there. Down to 35 seconds though. Just got to try and make non-mistake moves. Knight doesn't really have much here. Nope. Okay. I think I'm going to lose this on time, but that's okay. That's okay. Snatch at that. Queen here. Potential weakness. Maybe I should get my rooks over. I do have more space, and my opponent has doubled pawns on the e-file. Attacks the queen. Open some stuff up. Maybe not the best idea. Okay, 10 seconds. Not great. Okay. Right, haven't won that one, but I was in a reasonable position, so I'm okay with that. Alright, what are we going to get? White or black? Let's have a sip of the old Joe. Black. Let's go Charlie. Opponent's 1249. You're going for the fianchetto, eh? Yep, targeting this. I don't have to worry yet. Always have this move, which is not bad anyway, seeing as he's got his other knight out here. He might play that now, which is annoying. Okay, that's fine. I have time to do this. He's not castled yet. He wants to bring his bishop out here. Or there. Okay, I have this move though, because this knight's now pinned, so also hits the bishop. So I'm threatening this, and then he has to take with the G-pawn. I'm not worried about his knight coming in. Okay. But this comes with check, and then queen takes. Could I even take twice? What's his best piece? Do I want to get rid of that bishop? I'm thinking bishop. Get rid of the bishop with check. Save this. Still threatening a discovery on the queen. Right, that hits the queen. Okay, she's gone back there. This is a move. Can also pin the knight and open up the D file. That looks kind of good. I'll pin the knight first and then play knight e4. He can't castle because my rook's on the open file. He can castle short. This knight's pinned, so it's not defending the queen. If I sack here, takes. No, we just trade queens. Rook here first is more of a threat because this knight's still pinned. Okay, he has castled. That was the purpose of the move. Alright, so now there's no pin on the knight. If I come in here, he has knight takes. I recapture with tempo on the rook. I like the fact that I've got both my rooks centralized. Bishop will also be looking down at c2. So I think my queen's assistance will be required there. Again, I'm a bit behind on the clock. I'd like to play my bishop into f3. So ooh, wow. Wow, that hits my queen. Now I can trade rooks first. If I take, he's got queen in here with check. I think I have to take. It's slightly anxious. Okay, check here. That's now forced. He's got free pawn. But I've got two attackers on this knight, only one defender. He should take the pawn for that reason. He hasn't. Okay, save the knight. Now what? He can't move his knight in. I've got this threatening the bishop. The knight can't move with check. Okay, let's have ideas of this with check. And then my knight comes in to c3. And I think that's a forced mate. Oh no, his knight defends. Wow. Okay. What is there here? Come on. My bishop's good. Liking this, but their knight simply takes. Here, I don't want to trade rooks. This is a free pawn. Again, I'm not worried about his knight coming in. Okay, let's go for that. He's probably going to trade rooks now. My queen can capture there. That's good as well. So that's not playable right now. Okay, I'm attacking the rook. That's a good move. If I can get it in. Just so he's in check, has to move the king there. Okay, still not worried about checkmate, I don't think. Right, that's a check. Okay, I'm threatening mate on the back rank, so he has to keep checking me, but his knight can't really help too much. Now where's your check? There? All that, okay. I can just take that. That's the simplest. Okay. Right, I'm not worried. 47 seconds, heaps of time. King there. Rook d1. Could have tried to trade queens. Again, we're okay. And that is mate, so you've got to be careful. But then rook d1, as long as his queen can't get to d8, which is fine because the rook covers. Oh yeah, also just simply that as well. Okay, good. Got a win under our belt. Okay, we're going English. 11-12 now. Right, the Agincourt defense. Can't remember the move. I know what to play against. e5. Okay, so let's go normal here. Might push d4 at some point. Okay, let's e3 because the knight comes out. My bishop's going to come here. And fianchetto that one. This one e2, castle. Okay, now we've got some pressure down the long diag, that's cool. And we'll develop this. Probably castle next. Right. That's the whole purpose of c4. I have a tempo move here. Doesn't look bad. Also knight c3 comes at tempo. Does my knight have a future from that square? Oh, let's bring the bishop out. Lines up with the queen and also the king. Alright, he's wanting to trade queens. We're having none of that nonsense. So targeting h7 now. But I can remove the knight. Okay. Let's develop with more tempo. Still on a castle. Got long castles as well, actually. Should go long. No. Could now have e4, e5. Knight can't take because it loses the piece, so e4. Okay, wants a piece of my bishop. Oh, or my queen. Ouch! Oh, damn it! Damn it! That's decent. Okay, right. I've got this. You take my queen, I take your queen. You take my rook, I take your rook. Good example of responding to attacks, I hope. Okay, we take the queen. You take my knight, I take your knight. All good. I missed that fault, didn't I? Okay, you take this. I can, but now I can take your knight with check. You take back. And I take this knight for free. This pawn hangs. Okay, now my bishop is undefended, so I need to do that, I think. I'm not worried about trading, because I'm a piece up. Probably centralize a rook now and try and trade off. Well, forces the trade off, actually. because knight guards e2. Then I own the open file. Note that the bishop defends d8, so I can't dive in there with the back rank. Maybe... Ah, okay, he's covered it. Right, now my knight's pinned because my bishop's undefended. So I'm going to drop my bishop back down to here, now threatening this pawn because the rook defends that bishop. Okay, so this attacking the pinned piece doesn't work because it's not really pinned anymore. He might play it anyway. But I have an extra knight. I can actually come in here because my bishop defends that square. I'm liking my bishops. Okay, let's come in here. I'm threatening this bishop, which would be bad because he has to take back with the g-pawn, messing up his pawns. But also this one is undefended. He may trade off, which would not be the smartest idea. Not when you're down in material. Okay. Still attacking this pawn. I want to get my rook back to the d file. Okay, well that forces material off the board. So I'm quite happy with that. Okay, let's get back to the open file. And I'm threatening a back rank. So he has to drop his rook back or push a pawn to create luft. We have the pawn option. Okay, now we centralize our king. Coming to cover the infiltration squares. I'd like to block this pawn as well. Also stops his rook coming to this square to attack my rearmost pawn there. Thinking this, open up the d file again, and we should just be good. Two minutes 20. We're equal on time. I've got an extra piece for a pawn. And he's kind of... Stick my rook on the back rank, on 7th. Okay, yeah, I'll trade off. No worries. This is all good. Let's bring the king up. And again. Right, okay. I think we'll just throw the pawns up now. King has to defend that. Okay, I can just drop back, I think. Either way, his king can't come there or there or there. So, trading pawns, I think. At some point, my bishop's going to open up. This one, if he takes... He split his pawns. Right, what do we want to do? Do we want to close it? Or do we want to open it? Well, I've got a bishop, so I think we want to open it. King defends that, so can I just push this pawn up? King still has to defend this, which is still under attack. Here takes. If he takes now, he's in check, and the king has to move away from the defense of that pawn. But he attacks this one. But I have a passed pawn, so takes. My pawn advances. He can't push me out of the way. His king now has to stay in the square. And I come here now, what are you going to do? Now it's in Zugzwang. You cover that, I win this, you push this, I take. Wins. Take. You still got a pawn move. Okay. Quite happy with that one. Okay, we're going English against the 1544. Right, okay. The Queen's English. Let's see what we can remember. Either night out. It's okay. Right, I'm going to push this anyway. Right, He really is coming up, isn't he? Really grabbing some centre now. So I'm playing a bunch of moves here that I don't know are correct. Got two eyes on this pawn now. Going for all the space. All the space all belong to us, innit? F3 break. Now let's fianchetto this bishop first. Because look at these advanced pawns. And now he's moved his king in line with my fianchetto bishop. So now I think it's time for this. Takes, or knight. But getting this bishop on this... Ooh, hello. Okay, he's got 3 defenders. If he takes... That's not bad for my bishop. If I take, though... I take here. Yeah, I've still got 2 attackers on this now. Centralising this rook might not be a bad idea. Okay, I think so. I think so. My knight's a little bit constrained. Okay, what's the idea of that? Knight, knight. Looks okay. Stick it in here, he kicks me. He's not attacking my knight. Can I just castle? Knight in here. Bishop takes, I've even got rook takes. I've got hopes for this fianchetto bishop still, you see. Attack the queen. Opens up the diagonal, but don't really want to invite the queen to go back there and make a battery. Get rid of that dark square bishop. No worries. Okay, so he's thrown his knight into my position. Now I'm going to try and annoy that queen. Okay, forcing the bishop back. This knight's now on prise, defended only by the queen now. Right. Break with my backwards pawn. You can take en passant. I can take back with the bishop. Okay, he's retreated all the way back. My light square bishop's not great. I have a break here. Opens up the bishop again. But he's got 2 attackers. I have 2 defenders. I feel like I just want to reinforce that pawn again. Just in anticipation of this. Right, if I take that closes everything. Don't think I want to do that. Now it's time to improve my light squared bishop, but we have a problem. Do I want to close the position? I'm running out of time again. Pawn's undefended. Yeah, my bishop's now really bad. That was not ideal. In fact, maybe bishop takes. Yeah, really behind on the clock in this one. But I was pretty pleased with the way the game went. Against an opponent who's only used 2 minutes of all his time. And now he's got the luxury of thought. Knight coming in. Does that improve my bishop? Yeah, I think closing this position was just less than ideal. A load of bad pieces now, all stuck behind this central pawn. Everything pretty much. I'm not behind the material though. Okay, I'm going to keep this here. I don't know what I'm doing now. This bishop has to defend that. This bishop might just come here and defend the backwards pawn here. Okay, 8 seconds. Nothing going for this at all now. He's got loads of time. Rook there doesn't work. Bishop has to defend that pawn. I don't know what's going on. Trade queens. One on time, but not a bad game. Again, not a bad game. Signs of green shoots in the full English. Okay, black. Freddy Krueger time. Okay, it's going to be d4 in it. This really annoys me. Okay, I'm going King's Indian style. Yeah, I really needed to push d5 there, didn't I? But let's see what we can do. 1579 again. Right, you really are not matching my current rating, are you? Okay, he's pushing me back into the C now. But let's see if we can prove that White has overextended himself. Pin. There's no kick now. Explain. He's now giving up material. he's attacking me. Let's attack him straight back. He doesn't really want to keep giving up material, does he? Queen can't go there. I might duck back and get my rook on g8. Right, he's lined up his rook with my queen. My knight is pinned also. Yeah, I'm a little bit cramped still. Despite being up in material. Okay, he's targeting my pawn. It's not defended by the knight. Now the knight's not pinned. Queen can't go there. Okay. Right, we have to give up the pawn to the rook. Grr. Get my king to safety. Knights are paired. I'm still up in material. I have 2 rooks. So I'm basically up in exchange, although I've got terrible pawns. Okay, I can't take with the knight. I'm threatening to take the bishop now, or the rook. Okay, let's have the bishop then. Ah. Ah, no. Oh, well played. So I really should have played d5 at the start of that. I rushed that one completely. Right, let's pour my last cuppa. We have black. Yay! Against the 1208. Right. Cautiously optimistic. The Scotch. Okay, I'm going Freddie Scotch. Golden rule is whatever they do, you attack this knight with a pawn. Okay, they come in. I think we do this. Preventing that. Okay, I'm going to take towards the centre. I'm planning on this. Try and win back my pawn. That's not maybe advisable. He's trying to hang on to his extra pawn. Let's get castled. Let's push a pawn. I've then got this as an option. His king safety might leave something to be desired. Oh, cock. Went to the wrong square. Meant to defend that pawn, but doesn't work now. Bugger. Right, I have to defend my rook, so this. Hits the queen. Discover defense of the rook by the other rook. Okay, so game on. Traps the queen, I think. I mean, I was thinking about b2, but where's the ladyship going to go? Nowhere. Bye-bye, queen. Ha ha. Okay, get my rook back on the semi-open file. Still targeting this. If he castles, I've got this, haven't I? No. I'd like to use my knight at some point, but now is not the time. Okay, I'm up in material, only slightly. Are you thinking of castling that way? Are you really? Okay, any opportunities for trades I'm going to take. Oh, hello, there's one. There, he might take with the knight. His knight's not great right now. Should I just push it? He takes with the knight. Can't push that. Let's just drop my bishop back. I might have ideas of this. Takes. Bishop takes, trying to trade things off. I want to prove that these pawns are weak. Although I've got a serious pawn disadvantage on that side of the board. Okay, here. Go on, I'll blink. I'd be happy to see pawn takes. Okay. Now. There I take with knight or bishop. You push. I'm attacking this pawn twice. He defends. All right. Okay. Bishop here, attacking this one now. These are not the pawns you should be attacking with, my friend. These aren't the pawns you're looking for. If he pushes, just drop my bishop back. Still defends the rook. I've only got the one rook, so it hasn't got a friend to defend it. Okay, but I win this one. I'd love to get my queen up here, defended by this sniper of a bishop. How do I do it? I think this is my way in, this diagonal here. I've got ideas of this. And then he pushes, doesn't he? Oh no, then I'd just take with the bishop. I've got that as well. Does that work? Kick him back. He can't go there or there. Depending where it goes. Yes, and now I can force him off the board, can't I? Because there's no retreat now. Oh, unless he can go all the way up there. That's his one option. Well, yes, I'm going to trade. Thank you very much. And check. He has to go here or lose the rook. Or there. There's a thought. Okay, now. Do I grab a free pawn? Kind of gets my queen a bit stuck. Let's just hold back. I'm still +2. That's defended once. Everything's pretty closed in the centre. I don't even have any pawn breaks, so might get my king off out of line with that, but even so. This is the only thing to... Okay. Hard to see how to break through here. I've got this is a fork on bishop and pawn. And where does the bishop go? Okay, he's defended with the knight. Again, I've got the hanging pawn, which we've talked about. Knight also defends this. Right, I'm going to take it because that's his only pawn break apart from the B pawn. If I can get to here again, I will probably. That's actually a strong knight. Okay, let's go here then with check. He has to do something. Okay, blocks. I can't attack the bishop. It's defended by the knight. So again, I'm just going to drop back here. I've won the pawn now, and I got out of there safely. I'll push over this. Woody. Well, that's inviting me to push ahead with my pawn, but he's also got this pawn. Right, down to 38 seconds. Right, pushing the... Off we go. Lift the king. Got to play quicker now. I'm going to get my knight here. How do I do it? 1, 2, nope. Try and improve the knight anyway. You can't take immediately. Right, what's undefended? That's 2 attackers. That's a defender. Second defender, actually. Check. 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 Mate. Whoa! Skin of my teeth there. 20 seconds to go. Jesus wept. Okay, we're going English against 1125. I don't know. Again, I can't push that, so we'll go for the centre, I think. Knight can't come in. Now I can probably fianchetto. Facing off of the bishops. Philip knight controls centre. Closing. All right. All right, trading off. No. Not today, sunshine. If you take my knight, I get my rook out of the line of his bishop. Okay, can I push? Not really, that's castle. Not worried of that. Okay. It's not a bad move. Don't like that. That's a nice outpost though for him, isn't it? Do I use my light squared bishop to get rid of him? We'll move my knight and then threaten maybe f3, supporting a central push. Right, you can't come in there or there, so off you hop. Okay. Right, I'm going to try and trade off the knight. I'm not having him in my half of the board. Clear off, mate. Clear off. What's your idea? I don't see it. I don't see it. Right, I'm up material now. I just want to trade down. Bishop hangs. Ah! Right. You bugger. Okay, slightly up in material. Cock. My knight hangs. Where does my knight want to go? He wants to go here and try and break his pawns. This knight hangs. Cock. Right. If you win my bishop, I get yours. Okay, I'm a pawn down. How are we looking? How are we looking? Very important that, right? When there's been a big spill of blood, we take stock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 2 minors for a rook, and he has 2 extra pawns. So this is not bad. Now this passed pawn must be stopped. So I don't really want to use my queen to do it. I've got rook there though. Let's go rook here first. I'm thinking maybe bishop here, target this. Okay. I could slam my bishop in there. Got this. Also defends that. Now I've got 3 controllers, so it's a square in front of that passed pawn. That's what I'm after. Okay, oh, you attack my other pawn, do you? You attack my other pawn. Hits the queen. So maybe threatens this. 11.25. Reasonable play though. I won't take anything away from him. Gosh. Are you gonna, if you push that, I've got this. Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to do that. Crikey. Alright, I can at least stop this. Might even put my queen here. What's that about? Okay, this. Rook defends. Worried about this move. Am I? Opponent isn't really putting a foot wrong as far as I can see. That'd be nice. Especially if this rook moves. Push there. Okay, it's kind of jumped the gun a bit on that, but pins this rook at least. There, takes, I have a fork. Down to 53 seconds as well. Alright, I don't have a fork, because the queen's pinned my knight. And wins a rook. I don't believe it. That rook can't block. Of course he didn't. This he's got there. Can't do that because I'm passant. 29 seconds. My opponent is wiping the floor with me and hangs a rook, but even so. Look at this. Absolutely taking me to pieces. I mean, I'm sure I haven't played very well. That's a fork. And the rook can't move. Okay, let's take. That's a check. He hasn't got any checks. This pawn also hangs. Minute 5. Do we give him the draw? No, let's try not to. Can I win in 10 seconds from here? I don't know. King here, I've got another check there. Might have to go for the draw now. Yeah. Okay, check. Oh, ran out of time. Check. That's forced. Mate. That is one that I would probably check, to be honest. But he seemed to be, you know, using his time. 1285. Right, we're going for 1300 in this. Okay, we're going English again against the 1409. Danish Gambit. This is some kind of different kind of Danish Gambit than I'm used to. Right, I'll take the pawn. Then I'm just going to play normal stuff. No, I'm not going to try and hang on to it. Of course not. I'm going to develop. Like a reasonable human being. You should probably do this. So, there's more than one Danish, huh? If I do there, he'd push the pawn, so what do I use? The queen to defend. Still attacking this. Queen defends e4. I'd like to get the bishop out. Okay, let's prepare to fianchetto. Let's fianchetto. Or d4. Let's go d4. What the hell? I'm not up a pawn. My opponent's pawn structure ain't bad, but now he's got 2 pawn islands. I'd like to go there and threaten mate, but the knight's vexing me, so let's try and trade it off. Trade off the knight, mate. One nice thing about being 1285 is that this game's worth 11 points to me. You can't recapture. Oh, hang on. You can. Okay, this, he's got bishop there. We don't want that, do we? Okay, let's put the rook on the open file. I can just trade off. Queen takes. I don't know. Let's put knight here. Push your pawn. I think you're overextending yourself. It drops that one anyway. Always retreat my knight. Maybe rook here. That's 3 attackers, but attacker number 2 is royalty. So that doesn't count, doesn't work. I'd like to do this. This is also an idea, or half an idea. No, it isn't though, because bishop takes bishop, queen's the only defender of the knight, so not good either. I'll go back to this plan. At least control some useful squares on my opponent's side of the board. Am I worried about that? Yeah, you're threatening to take this, aren't you? Not anymore, you're not. You really don't. I don't think you want to give up that bishop. I'll pre-move the recapture though. Okay, rook retreats. Like a weaselly little coward he is. The knight might come in now. Oh! Okay. Okay. If I can... You can't put your queen there to defend the bishop because I have knight here with check wins queen. Ah! In it! In fact, you can't put the queen there anyway because rook takes. I think that might be even better. Don't know. Okay. Yeah, it's an undefended pawn. 2 undefended pawns, but I don't know. What do I do? Just take the bishop? It's got to be, hasn't it? Got to be. Got to be. I've got a queen now staring down at this. Check. He might come here. Okay, this merits some thought. Right, I want to move my knight with check. It could go there. It's defended by the rook. Queen wants to come in here. But I have a bishop as well. So king moves, right? Bishop here. I'm simply threatening the pawn. He can only defend it with his rook. Okay. Can I lift my rook over? Probably the way to go. Either rook, doesn't really matter. That would force the king into the corner. And then I guess bishop takes. Bishop's actually in the queen's way almost, but the old hunty killer instinct is still only a fledgling. But I've got the makings of an attack for sure going on here. There's got to be something here. If I take out the knight, might have used that, but what's a checkmate? Queen. I mean, that's slow, but what's he going to do? Nothing wrong with slow. He's got this, but then, oh no. Yeah, he needs to do that to keep my queen out, doesn't he? Then I just dropped back this way. Can he trade rooks? Don't see how that helps. He could lift his rook to there though. But then I've got also the option of rook e8. 56 seconds. 11 rating points on the cards. That's going to take us nearly up to 1300. The heady heights of 1300. Just attack. If in doubt. Okay. Let's try and confuse him. Thinking, what is this guy's plan? I've only got 35 seconds. What am I going to do? Means I can't move this rook. Okay. Whatever. I could trade off the bishop, but I do have it, like, I don't know. Queen defends this now. King takes or rook takes? Rook takes it is. Threatens this, threatens that, which is a royal fork. Missed that. Queen here. The rook is pinned and can't take. Queen has to come onto the G file, yes? King has to take. And with 5 seconds to go, you can't win from here. I've got 31 seconds. My bishop is doing a bit of a job. 2 seconds. Right then. 1296. If we get to 1300, we can stop. Who are we going to get? 1315. Okay. English all the way. Okay, they've gone symmetrical. Can't remember. Can't remember. 4 knight symmetrical. It's d4. Is the move. Alright, you have declined. Take. He doesn't lose castling rights if we trade queens because he's got knight takes. But he has undeveloped his knight. Okay, I'm going to do this. I've got an option now of long castles. He's going to have to mess up his pawns somewhat. Yeah, we're going for a walk in a minute, mate. Going for a walk in a minute. I know. Can you say hello to the boys and girls? Hey. He's having to think about how to capture the bishop. Well, I'll give you a hint. Use a pawn. Hello, my darling. Hello, my love. I know. Okay, get down. Get down. Right. Do we long castle? Is that just silly? Do I defend this pawn? Do I throw... Yeah. I mean, yeah, the knight defends. But it's centralised knight. You know? I feel like I'm better. He's taken away from the centre here. This knight has to stay there. He can't put his bishop here because I'll take it. If he puts his bishop here, it's probably the best option. I'm still toying with long castles, but it feels a bit rash. Also, I only have the one bishop. I'm going to play this move to defend this pawn. I've also got b3 if I need it. Might probably play bishop e2 or... Okay. Sasha, give over. Okay, he's defending that a second time now. Okay, I want to castle my own king. He's going to castle. He has burned a little bit more time than I have, though. I do want to play b3 at some point. I feel quite solid. A rook on there is no bad thing because of these, yes? So let's say he castles, for example. Shall I long castle now or just play my rook onto there? Okay. So now I'm threatening to take. He takes, and both bishops are undefended. So you've got to spot that now. Having said that, my move there was a bit of a telegraph. I mean, long castles might have been a little... Okay, nah. Still win a bishop and a pawn. Well, I don't win the bishop, but he's got to get out of check. If he captures, I win the bishop. And we restore bishop equality. He could opt to save his bishop. No, he can't. He can't. He's got to get out of check. So it's either that or it's takes. Either way, I think I'm having that bishop. If you look at that bishop, you'll find the words property of Hunty written all over it. It's an 8-point game. If we win, I'm on 1304, baby. And he's down to 2 minutes. I've got nearly 4. Right then. I'm not really attacking either of these because they're both defended by pawns. He's not attacking that because bishop takes. Yeah, I want to castle my king. Of course I do. Okay, pawns. Let's reassess. Bad pawns. Bad. Castle. Double up on the d-file, obviously. This is known as a positional consideration. He might contest the d-file now. He probably should be thinking about that. If he does, I can just trade off. I'll castle anyway. I can always put my rook on d1 because I've got a bishop there on e2 defending d1. And I will quite happily go into an endgame where I have a superior pawn structure. I might even play b3 like I've been threatening to do for the entire game. And he's well down on time. Okay, knight's no threat to my rook. I'm threatening this. You can't push it. You have to put a rook on b8. I'm going to castle. You're down to a minute. Now what you're going to do? I'm going to push b3. Probably. Or no, rook fd1 first. Rook fd1. Occupy the open file. Sounding like a broken record now. Okay, do I want to get my rooks onto the 7th rank? He's on 38 seconds, don't matter. You're going to struggle, blood. That's called a blunderoo, I think. 29, so you can resign. I'm going to centralise my king. I might push b3. Yeah, he screwed that one up, didn't he? Okay, alright, that was good fun. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to analyse that game. Because this is how we learn. I've increased my rating. Happy about that. Okay, so we've got some losses. Losses against 1500 there. Loss against an 1137. Okay, let's have a... I'm going to look at both of these. I'm going to look at that loss against the 1137. There's a loss against the 1436. And that's it. Okay, so I'll pull that one up as well. Okay. Alright, well this one I lost on time, so we can ignore that. We can ignore that. That was a good game. That was a good game. And I actually had the win in my pocket. It just, you know, beaten by the clock here. This is the one we won. Let's go to game review. How is my English doing? Do you make these common mistakes in English? Probably. Then it's time for me to walk the dogs. Oh, sweet music. What's the guest? Oh, yes! Yes! 1800 and an excellent middle game. Alrighty, let's have a quick look. See, okay. I remembered one. I remembered a move. A critical move. Not the best. And that wasn't the best. Okay, best move here. Push and take the space. Of course, of course, of course. But, so that's basically, right now my job is to learn the openings, right? So, I'll take that. I might add it to my study. I'll see if it's a common move. D5 is best. I'm plus over a pawn already. Okay, that's cool. Let's have a look at this one. Look at game review on it. And then we'll wrap up for the day. I'll let you get on with whatever you've got in store for your day. Wow. And wow. 1850 and 1900. And how did that one finish? Timed out. Okay, but I'm very pleased with this. Very pleased indeed. Okay, yeah, inaccurate. Whatever. Excellent. Okay. I mean, I'm not kind of honing my theory at this point, but it's just solid, you know? And we're fine. But look at this. Whole game. Just... They couldn't separate us. Couldn't get a cigarette paper between us. Right, well that will do me. How am I feeling? I'm glad you asked. I'm feeling very positive. I'm liking this English. I'm liking this English a lot. Now what it means is that if I'm going down the English route, then there's no more Smith-Morras. There's no more... Goering Gambits, there's no more Danishes, although I can choose to throw those in Blitz if I want to from time to time. But I'm liking this, and the reason is, let's just quickly look at the Lichess Explorer. Right? C4 is only played in 4% of games. Right? So the player with the black pieces is only going to face the English 1 in 25 games. So they are already at a huge disadvantage, and that, my friends, is the point. Knight f3 is 3%, okay? But c4, perfectly respectable, and scores 51%, by the way, at 1600, 1800, 2000, okay? 51% like knight f3, so it's knight f3 that I was investigating, like King's Indian attack. The other one is b4, the Polish, I think that is. Yeah, the Polish opening. Very unusual. But yeah, I'm liking this. And one thing that I haven't told you guys, I've always thought if I ever had a folk band, I'm not going to because I'm not a good enough musician or singer. If I ever had a folk band, I would call it the Full English. After the Full English Breakfast, which is, I mean, let's be honest, one of the world's culinary highlights. I think we would all agree on that. I haven't had one in an awful long time because I'm not really eating bread very often, and I certainly can't eat out at a cafe because they'll be cooking in seed oils, so-called vegetable oils. They don't come from vegetables at all, but they're extremely bad for you. And so everything will be fried in that. I'm not going there. Absolutely not going there. So if I have a full English, I'm going to have to make one myself at home. But there you go. The things we sacrifice in return for good health and long life. There you go. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.